Hello guys, I'm very pleased to start the first video for my book reviews. Some time ago I mentioned that I wanted to start making book reviews for my videos, and that is exactly what I've started today because I realized that many people have lost the passion for reading. So I gave myself the goal and target that I would read my books, and for each book I read, I would come to my YouTube channel and do a review of it. So I know that will be fun, and I know I trust that it will be very exciting and special for you guys. Let me tell you my story. Actually, for the past 1.5 years, I've been really consuming YouTube content, and the annoying thing about that is that most of the knowledge that has been amassed by human generations has not been videos. It has been based on text. So until recently, where we have artificial intelligence, which is able to convert text to videos, I guess sometimes, but most of the time, it's very difficult for people to convert text to videos. And most people, they are just creating random content based on videos. Most people don't even read books anymore, and so on and so forth. So that's why I told myself, okay, I'm going to go against the crowd, and I'm going to start by making book reviews. So what I do is I read a lot of books, and I come to my channel, I do a review of the book so as to solidify my knowledge, so as to make you also have some knowledge of that book and that content, and so as to make sure that we improve as human race. So basically, The Power of Now is the book I've started reviewing, and The Power of Now is a very powerful book. Obviously, it was even it got some positive reviews by Oprah Winfrey, and the author of The Power of Now is Eckhart Tolle. So I don't know how to pronounce it very well, but I guess it's Eckhart Tolle. That's the name of the author of the book. So basically, we are going to be going over what the book consists of, and today we are going to be going over the first few parts, which are the first three parts, which are the preface, the foreword, and the acknowledgement. So obviously, every book has this part, but I noticed that the preface, foreword, and acknowledgement of The Power of Now, they contain some enlightening content. So when you go over the preface of the book, it's talk about the how the author was kind of started publishing the book, and he did that majorly by word of mouth, and gradually at the end of the day, he which nobody predicted, at the end of the day, the book kind of exploded, and he got a lot of sales, and he himself did not expect it. And he even got to the stage that he mentioned the fact that it even got some positive review from Oprah Winfrey. So but at the same time, when he was writing the preface, he also mentioned that during at a particular point in time, he also mentioned that some people like the Times magazine, they said it was just a mumbo jumbo. So it was kind of talking about the fact that life is kind of like an irony. Some people, when you release content, some people will say it's quality, while some others will tell you that it's rubbish. So it depends on, it's a very subjective thing, and you should not be bothered by the negative content and comments on your work. And at the same time, you should also use the positive comments as a leverage to give yourself more motivation to be more creative with your time. So, and that's basically what is in the preface. And then you now have the forward. The forward was not written by the author, it was written by Russell E. DeCarlo. So, and the forward it was written by someone else, and basically it's basically about the human mind, how the human mind, what goes on in the human mind, how at times we feel uplifted, and during those specific period of upliftment we might feel like, okay, I want this upliftment to last forever, but there are kind of things that are limiting that, because we don't stay happy forever. Sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are down, sometimes we are upright, sometimes we are down, but it depends on the mood. So basically, this part of the book is talking about the fact that some people have some myths surrounding the human nature and human mind. So the first myth in this part of the book was the myth that humanity has reached its peak achievement. So that was the first myth this author debunked here. So this myth, basically, that humanity has reached the pinnacle of its development, it was debunked, and he said the from various conclusions of researchers and scientists, it's realized that there's no limit to what human beings can achieve. There's no limit to what we can achieve. In fact, what some things that are regarded as impossible today can be achieved in very short time tomorrow. So basically, And the second myth that was talked about in the book was the myth that we are completely free from others and we are separate from others. So that was the second myth that was debunked, and it's the author actually was able to show that it's not true. So we are not free, we are not completely free, we are not completely different from others. We are all connected in one way or the other. So we're not separated from others, and that's the reason why we have crime today, because many people think that they are separated from others, so they realize that they wrongly realize that they have their personality and the other people have their different personalities. So they believe that other people are not part of them. So but the reality is that we are all a part of human race. And some days ago I was sitting down and was doing some meditation, and then I came up upon that conclusion that actually we are all part of the same human race. Every human being on earth is the same as us, but the only difference is our circumstances and also the kind of the places where we are born. So but if kind of everybody is put under the same circumstances, then it's very likely that everybody would likely behave the same. If everybody is subjected to the same life experiences, because every baby is born with an empty slate of memory. So it just has an empty head and there's nothing there. The only thing the baby knows how to do is suck and cry. So but with time, every one of us, we have, due to our experiences, we have different traits and different tendencies. Some of us, we develop discipline due to the hard life we are subjected to, while others, they kind of become slack, and they become kind of sloppy in their affairs. But it depends on life experiences. So every human being, we are all the same, we are all part of the same, we are connected to each other. Then the third myth that was debunked in this book was the myth that the physical world is all there is. So I used to have this also this problem too, when I sometimes, because I used to think that basically the physical world is all there is. But yeah, they're telling us that this is not the only world, because even scientists, even the book we have in the book, they said interestingly enough, this is directly from the book, I'm reading directly from the book. Interestingly enough, this extends multidimensional model of reality. This extended multidimensional model of reality is suggested by quantum theory such as Jack Scafetti, who described the superhuman superluminal travel. Other dimensions of reality are used to explain travel that occurs faster than the speed of light, the ultimate speed of speed limits. So the speed of light is kind of the greatest speed achieved by any object and matter in the universe. So this consider the work of legendary physicist David Bohm, which is explicates physical and implicates non-physical multidimensional models of reality. So basically that is basically what we're talking about in this part. So basically this is the summary of what is talked about in this first 3 parts of the book: the preface, the foreword, and the acknowledgement. So next episode we are going to be going deep into the book itself. So the acknowledgement is just normal stuff. He's talking about the acknowledgement. So next we're going to go to the introduction to the book itself. And introduction is also very important, because we need to talk about it, because it kind of ties every concept in the book together. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.